And where they go from the 1600 meter marker. Indian Connection, Shoes and Company and First Flight just restrained early on, and Stormy Eclipse just raced a bit awkwardly in the early stages. Stormy Eclipse is right at the back of the field early now. Autopilot finds the lead. Buckshot now moves up into a prominent position. Velmont's right there. Nottingham Forest, then comes First Flight, 4 lengths off them. Further back in the running, King's Affair, Indian Connection on the outside, Shoes and Company, and Stormy Eclipse brings up the tail end of the field about 6 lengths top to tail. 1,000 disc behind them, and it's Autopilot doing the bidding in front by 1.25 lengths. Buckshot is right there, stand side. Then comes Velmont in third, just 2 lengths off them. First Flight and Nottingham Forest team up together. Indian Connection's a length away. Then we drop back to King's Affair. Stormy Eclipse is second to last and got 6.5 lengths to make up with Shoes and Company. Homeward bound, 500 out, and Autopilot been there throughout. Buckshot now ridden to respond towards the outside. Velmont's going to go down the inside. First Flight between runners. Extreme outside. Stormy Eclipse is going for a split. So too Indian Connection. Autopilot. It gets tight for Stormy Eclipse up the outside. Buckshot. First Flight's running on. Autopilot. Indian Connection. Stormy Eclipse has got to find more. First Flight now runs them down. Autopilot's going with them. Indian Connection. Stormy Eclipse. But it's First Flight. Autopilot comes back. First Flight won it. Autopilot second. Indian Connection and Stormy Eclipse. Over the last 100 metres, First Flight, he moved up a ready-made winner, and the last 2 or 3 strides, you'll notice Autopilot starts to re-rally late. First Flight by a neck, now it becomes ahead. Autopilot's lunging through at the red blinkers. First Flight's now looking for the post. First Flight, Autopilot. First Flight by a head. Back in second, Autopilot. Indian Connection and Stormy Eclipse, they were looking for that same gap right up on the outside. It got tight for a couple of strides. Nottingham Forest, Buckshot, and then came Shoes and Company. King's Affair, Velmont further back, but the Allison Wright stable will strike a change of luck as First Flight. You can see towards the inside, got a beautiful split. Stormy Eclipse and Indian Connection, they went through that gap towards the outside, and Autopilot's going to start to re-rally, but it's in form. Anthony Delpeche for the Allison Wright stable. First Flight just starts to shift towards the outside for a few strides, and Autopilot's trying to come back late on. First Flight lasting home from Autopilot. Indian Connection, and then came Stormy Eclipse. He has a nice side-on shot of number 4, First Flight. He's the son of Jet Master out of the El Mufti mare. Summer Rose, back to the studio.
Well, we've just seen the running of race number 7, the race that closed off the jackpot. Number 4, First Flight, is the number that you'll need. 4, 7, 8, and 3. And we saw Belinda Impey have a winner earlier on. I gave a mention to all the lady trainers, and I omitted to include Alison Wright in amongst those names. And of course, Alison, she's had a great run after training, taking on a trainer's license, training many winners. And nice to see her have a winner this evening. But she was just talking to me off air about Go West McGraw, a bit disappointing. Come through, Alison. Yeah, Go West McGraw, a bit disappointing earlier on, but I see the vet reported not striding out, so there were excuses.
Dees, you know, I don't think he's the best on this going, but he is nominated for a 2-4, and with the weather the way it is, we wanted to give him this run so that he's fit enough to go the 2-4. I beg to differ with the vet, but anyway, that's her opinion, and we've trotted him out the back and he seems fine. But yeah, a bit disappointing.
Okay, we'll watch him over that 2,400 meters. Thanks for that. Now, coming back to First Flight, compliments to yourself and Kev, because he was off for 3 months and you had him in fine form.
Yeah, Dees, he hadn't been well after that win, and he actually was the wellest of our runners today, but of course, I don't think any of us saw past Mr. Led's horse. So a great ride by Ant, and well done to Kevin and to the whole team. And thanks very much to Paul Fung Kung and Mauritius and to Sita Govender. And well done to Mr. and Mrs. Divine who bred him.
Sita still involved. I really like that. He used to be a big player in the game in the early days, and nice to see him still have a share in horses.
Yeah, it's nice to have an interest. He loves the game, and it's nice that he's got a nice horse.
And before you leave us, I know just trotting to Anthony as he jumped off. This horse enjoys a fight. Last time out, he was involved in a close finish today. So, you know, that you need a horse with heart.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, looking at him, he's not a big horse, so he's definitely all heart. Anthony said he's still learning, so that's encouraging. And hopefully there's still more to come, and the owners will have a bit more fun with him.
Before you leave, Zimbabwe, how's that going?
Dee's fine, yeah, fine. They're plodding along there in Zim, and credit to them. Cornet Spies is there, so, you know, it's helped with the numbers. And, yeah, all credit to all the owners, trainers, all the racing fraternity for keeping it going.
Well done, well played.
Thanks, Dee.
Alison Wright. Now, Bonge, number 4. We've had 7 races. You won 4 races. Brilliant, because things looking bright.
Yeah, it's lovely. I thought I had quite a competitive card, you know. I was a bit concerned about Charles's horse in this race. I thought it would be very hard to beat, but it just shows you this little horse is still improving.
Talking about improving, you have to give compliments to the stable, because the horse coming off a 3-month break, they had him in tip-top condition because he fought on courageously.
Yeah, they're great trainers, Kevin and Alison. Kevin is very passionate about his work, and he puts everything in. I actually laugh at him in the morning, but because he wants everything to work out perfectly, and, you know, we get on very well together and we work well together, and I'm very happy riding for them.
You have it in your contract with your sponsor that when you have more than 3 winners, there's a bonus on the card?
Yeah, Dees, that sounds good.
Well done, that's one.
Thanks very much, Dees. And to my sponsor, Aventure, this is number 4.
Lovely. Well done to jockey Anthony Del Pescia with the number 4 first flight. And if you caught this quartet, should be a good one. The favorite only managing to finish 4th, Stormy Eclipse, and your provisional result will read 4, 7, 8, and 3. One more to go. Race number 8. The lucky last, closing off the exotics, closing off the jackpot and the pick 6 as Kevin Wright walks past me with a big smile on his face. Well done to the Alison and Kevin Wright team.